Remember that we had to walk this sacred path to go all the way to the top? That path, that, let's say, corridor that was paved by the Romans? Now, when the Romans paved it, what they did was mess up things for the archaeologists. Because, if you remember this, when everything was destroyed because of earthquakes or fire or whatever in the sanctuary, the Greeks would bury everything, not throw it away. So there were burials underneath sacred ground. Then the Romans come and pave it. And when the archaeologists discover the paved road, they never think that underneath the paved Roman road there will be more ruins. So just by accident, when they were trying to restore some part of the paved road, they discovered all of these things buried together into very large pits, things that had been offered to the sanctuary between the 7th and the 5th century before Christ. They were destroyed by the fire that had destroyed the sanctuary around the middle of the 5th century. So it's ivory, it's gold, it's bronze, it's silver. That bull over there is made out of silver. Even the nails that keep the two parts of the body together are made out of silver. The horns and the hair, gold. We can know where, well, when they date, so 7th, 6th, and 5th century. We know when they were destroyed. We don't know where they were displayed, because we cannot have this information, because they were buried all together. We don't know who brought them here, who sent them here, which part of Greece they came from. Of course, we know that ivory is not local. Ivory was imported. Whenever you have ivory in Greece, we can assume that it came from Egypt. No other place to get ivory from. So what the Greeks would do maybe was sell something that the Egyptians did not have, olive oil, something like that, or marble, and get in return something that the Greeks didn't have, ivory. The reason why the heads of the three statues, this is ivory, but it's so dark, is because they were burned. They were destroyed by fire. First statue represents Apollo. Right next is his sister, Diana, Artemis. And to the right, it's their mother. We can assume it's the mother because they are always represented together as a trinity. Wherever you have a statue of Apollo, you should expect to find a statue of his sister and the mother all together. Even as a decoration of a temple, if you have Apollo carved on a wall, you should expect to see his sister and mother always together. So we can assume that the third face, the third statue, even though it's so destroyed, it is the statue representing Lito, the mother of the twins.